Hi guys! This is really crazy. I'm actually gonna do a nail art video. Welcome back to my channel. It has been probably almost a year since I uploaded my original format video, but I want to come and put something fun on for the weekend, and I wanted to show you guys how to do this. Unfortunately, you can see that my nails are exceedingly short, very, very short. Both hands quite short, very naked. So because of my horse, I know a couple of you know about him, or if you've been on this channel at all, you know about him. But about a year ago, actually just over a year ago, my baby horse, a little Appaloosa foal, was born, and I haven't really been able to do my nails. It's just been very kind of silly to do them. So without all the BS, I am going to be first of all reviewing the Yuji, I am butchering this name, Polygel Form Kit. All right, so I am super excited to try this on camera. This is also a video for people who can't keep nails on and just want something pretty for a couple of days that'll soak and come right off your nail without actually damaging your nail bed. As you can see, there's minimal grow out because I've been keeping them short, and they're pretty strong. Not too bad considering. So I'm just gonna go over a few of the things that I have here, and then we're gonna get right into the actual tutorial part of this video. Okay, so for the first and foremost, prep of your nails is super important, especially because this is not a I want these nails to stay on for the weekend, stay on for 2 weeks and have to be filled kind of nail. This is a how to have beautiful nails, let's say for Mother's Day or a fun weekend, and be able to take them off easily without damaging the nail bed. So this is that kind of tutorial. So first and foremost, I have cleaned and pushed back my cuticles. I've also oiled a couple hours ago, so I'm nice and fresh. Then I did go ahead and wash my hands about 20 minutes ago. I wanted my nails to be nice and free of liquid, and now I'm just going to take some 91% isopropyl alcohol here, and I am going to just clean the nail all the way up to the cuticle with the isopropyl alcohol. If you have very oily nails, I'd suggest that you do this first with acetone and then with some isopropyl alcohol. So obviously you need to wait till that evaporates. I usually will do a couple more, to be honest. Sorry, my voice is kind of scratchy. My baby had his birthday and we were laughing and dancing and jumping around. So first, let's just go ahead and pick out our forms. I'm going to do these 2 nails just to show you guys. Actually, let's do the last 2 nails to show you guys, because the pinky's kind of hard to fit for me. So as you can see, things have been kind of messed around. It's kind of nice that each of these forms has, you probably won't be able to see this, but a number right down here at the bottom. Yeah, there's no way you're going to see that. It's too tiny, but this says it's number 9. So, or 6, depending upon which way you want to look at it. And I just want to fit this clear thing and see if this clear form, and see if it'll fit up to the cuticle and down to both sides. So I'm going to like fit it up to the cuticle and then turn the nail around to see if it actually matches the cuticle on the other side, which it just about does. If it's a little under, that's fine, or if it's a little over, that's fine on the sides, but you really need to make sure, because you can't clean this up in post, after, is that it fits your cuticle line. So with that being said, I'm going to pick out my second nail. Now obviously you see that I have pre-cleaned, so let me just show you the stuff that I'm going to be using. Alright, so I have my little shot glass here. I'm going to pour in a little bit of the the nail liquid. This is just to keep your brush from sticking, and so everything kind of moves around and you don't get anything stuck, because it's really, if you've never worked with polygel, it's really sticky, kind of like clay snot. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of this in here. You can use isopropyl alcohol without a problem. That's basically what this is. It's just fancy isopropyl alcohol. So, and I have used it before, but if you're using clear, it tends to get a little cloudy if you're using alcohol. Let me show you. They sent me 3 colors with the starter kit. This is the natural clear, the white, and then my favorite is the transparent pink. This actually, let's see, 30 mils comes in this. That's milliliters. It comes in net weight, and I think this was just over $30. And then what it also came was with the base and the top coat. And this is also, for you nail art enthusiasts, a stick-free top coat, a tack-free top coat. So I have used powders with this before too. So that's just like a cool little tidbit. All right, I also am going to try with one of my nails. This is my favorite gel, polygel. It's called Gel-like, and I can't remember where the heck I bought this, but it's in one of my previous videos. So if you're that interested, you could scroll back and then look at the rest of my videos. So I'm also going to be trying this in one of the forms as well. So it means I'm going to be using the natural clear. I'm going to base coat this, and I'm not going to file the nails at all. Okay, I'm going to take away any jagged free edge, but I am not filing the nail at all. I'm not using a dehydrator or anything other than like the isopropyl alcohol. And I am going to give a decent hefty layer. I am not going to skimp and kind of brush this into my nail. And I'm also going to go all the way up to the cuticle and kind of push it into the cuticle a little bit. Not over, but just right up snug with the cuticle. Put a little bit more on there because I want a nice hefty layer, because this is soft and this is what's not going to make it tack into the nail. Let's see, 30 seconds on that. All right, 30 seconds on those nails. Now the base coat is tacky, so I would try to keep it away from dust or fiber or anything like that. Don't pet your doggos or your kid or your little kitties or your kids, whatever, while you have the base. So I suggest doing it 1 or 2 nails at a time, just from my own personal experience. So they do send a few different sizes of brushes with this, as well as a tool. This is not, I don't believe, the tool they sent with it, but I had another one lying around, so you can get a bead from your container into your little dual form here. I'm just going to, you can see it kind of extrudes quite easily. It's not as firm in the tube as other polygels, which is kind of nice, I think. And guys, you need so little. Whoops, I'm trying to get this in frame for you. You really just don't need very, let me just turn you guys a little bit light. You don't need very much at all. I guess I should have used a different color bead, a different color, but whatever. I'm gonna take like a half of a pea size and scrape it off onto my tool. And for the pinky, I would use even less. And then in an unprepped little plastic form, I'm gonna start at the back and just kind of scoop that in there. I'm just doing a slight lengthening. I'm not actually trying to create a full nail with this. And like I said, I want it thin and nice, just pretty and durable enough to last a couple of days. So I'm gonna slightly wet the brush and just dab the ends off so it's not dripping everywhere, and start working it down and around the form. If you have to add a little bit more, no big deal, but think about that you want most of the gel in this, you probably can't see what the heck I'm doing, to be toward the apex of the nail, with only like a little bit up here at the top, because we're gonna be pressing and working this around the nail, and there's only just so much room between the form and your fingernail. All right, so now that we have everything pressed and formed the correct way, this is where, at least with this brand, it gets a little bit tricky. There's not a huge amount of stick with this form and the polygel because it's quite stretchy. So when you put it on, it kind of stretches off the nail and has a really poor adhesion rate, whatever you want to call it. So when you get this on, press it in the right spot. And I usually take the other finger and lay it over the top like this and hold it on for the first couple of seconds while I'm under my UV LED lamp. And I'm just going to do that really quick and show you how awesome it is. So I'm going to set it on, and I'm holding it like this so I can press the cuticle first and then roll it over the nail. My mother is actually the first one to do this, and you can kind of see the air bubbles go away when you have it properly pressed onto the nail. And I'm just going to gently squeeze, and I can feel that it's kind of pressed onto the nail. If you want to, you can take a little bit of your slip solution and kind of even out the underside of that nail so it's not so bulky in one area. I love this stuff. All right, let me just shape the edge here a little. I'm going to check it once more. It looks perfect, and I'm going to slip it into my lamp. 60 seconds. Hold it for 2 though. All right. Now that we're all cured, you can see that it's firmly held to my nail at this point with the little form and all, and nothing really seeped out. There's no like break on that cuticle. It looks perfectly formed and sealed, and it looks the same way underneath the nail. I'm trying to get this a good angle. I'm so not used to this. All right, so now that we have the nail a little cooled, I'm going to just gently kind of rock it to the side, and it'll start to, there we go, just pop off. And as you can see, the result is a literally perfect apexed and perfect shape base of your nail. I'm just going to take my trusty old OP and file the ends. This is just incredible. I can't tell you like how life-changing this was, how much time this saved me. Just file the ends a little bit just to make sure it kind of matches up with the side of your nail. Got a little teeny touch of overlap here, which is obviously no big deal because they just really need to look beautiful for a day or so. Now, if you wanted to go ahead and put the work into it, you could go ahead and make this a little nicer, but look at how crystal clear the natural clear is, and what a beautiful little extension we have that's rock solid on my nail. But like I said, for only a couple of days. I'm going to do the same thing now, but I'm going to use the gel-like in my pinky form. Alright, so I'm cured, but what happened was I broke my own cardinal rule. I did not hold the nail down with my other hand when I put it in, and so I have a bit of an air bubble in the back of this where it kind of popped off a little bit. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. The form itself came out very nice, just a small little extension. Let me just file this up a little bit. Let me take the other one down a little bit because I literally just wanted a pretty top to kind of elongate my finger a little bit. Make sure to go to the underside. That's why I have my little one here, just to kind of file things away. So the bubble is here under the front of the nail, and what I'm going to do is just kind of break open the surface of that a little bit, pop the top off, all right, and then I'm going to take the form that we just used with the same polygel and get a dollop, literally not even a dollop, like a little teeny weeny, come on out of here, drop of gel on the tip. Like literally, you see what I got? Like almost nothing. see almost nothing. And I'm going to place it over the spot on my nail. Make sure it's not on the cuticle. Kind of around it, and I'm not going to touch it with this, and I'm going to lay the form back over it like I would to adhere the nail from the back to the tip. Press, hold it with my hand, and then go in for a cure. All right, so we are cured, and I'm going to pop this off. And if you can see in the side view and a little closer, that is perfect. You can even tell where there was a bubble, so that's an easy fix for that. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this hand, and then I'm going to come back after I have buffed a little bit of my stuff. Obviously, I'm going to seal this with a top coat, but that's where my pigment powder comes in, and then I will show you the finished results. Hey guys, so I am all finished. In just under 30 minutes, I created these beautiful, shiny, gorgeous nails with just the kit, and I did use some holographic flake powder from Beauty Big Bang. You know I really love their products. So this is the finished manicure. It's not a great picture, but if you go to my Instagram or my Facebook page, you'll see a great picture. But you can see how perfect, shiny, with zero filing on the top of the nail. I am so impressed with this kit. I use it again and again. Anytime I want nice, easy, fast nails that I don't have to like work my butt off for and spend like 100 years filing and making them perfect and smooth. And you know how picky I am about my lines and my cuticles and my nails, so I am super impressed with this kit. Thanks for watching.